Hello all of you. Now I am going to start with this unit 1, that is Java networking. Um, mm, uh, this is a unit 1 of this advanced Java. Now topics to be covered in this are network basics and socket overview. Second is INET address. Third one is TCP IP server sockets. Fourth one is TCP IP client sockets. Next is datagrams. Next URL, and then URL connection. Now first of all we will see the network basics. First of all, we will see this what package we are using for this java.net package we are using in the Java file whenever we are writing the Java programs for using this network part. So network programming here is the first thing, that is what that is refers to the writing programs that execute across the multiple devices. Multiple devices means computers in which all devices are connected to each other using a network. मतलब आपस में कम्युनिकेशन के लिए हम लोग जो यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है, मल्टीपल डिवाइसेस के बीच में फॉर राइटिंग द प्रोग्राम्स, दैट इज़ द नेटवर्क प्रोग्रामिंग. First thing is the java.net package here we are using, in which the many of the classes are there, right, for which we have to create some objects. So if we want to use all the classes of this, then we have to write dot star here, and in that the first class is the INET address, that is used to get the IP address. Then next one is URL, that represents the uniform resource locator that points to a resource on the World Wide Web. Next one is URL connection, that is the communication links between application and URL. Then is server socket, that establish the communication with the clients. Next one is socket, that implements the client sockets. Datagram packet, that represents the datagram packets. Then datagram sockets, that is a socket for sending and receiving the datagram packets between sender and receiver. Next one is socket overview, and now here the first thing is that the server socket and socket here this is the client part and this is the server part, that is done through, this is using the TCP part, transmission control protocol. And here this datagram packet and datagram socket, that is related to this UDP, that is user datagram protocol, right? Then after socket overview. Now what is the socket that we have to see? The simple definition is that it is a one endpoint, we can say, for the two-way communication between the two programs running on the network, right? Though that can also be the combination of IP address and a port number, we can say. Here suppose the example is given here, the two different machines are here, that is communicating with the using this socket. Now here what is the socket? This IP address is given here for this machine and port number is also given, and here are the different IP address and different port number is given here. So these two are binded to make one socket, and these two are binded to make one socket for the communication to be done between the two, right? Now here the client server communication is given here. The two, suppose two different machines are here, one is server and one is client, and the endpoints are here given as socket. So two machines must be connected. Now server here is waiting for the connection request, that is to be sent by the client. The client initiates the connection. The client is sending the request for the connection between both the client and server. Now after when the request is sent, then the server is responding to the client request for the then the connection is established between both. Then after here what is the server? It is just like an ordinary program running in a computer. Each computer is equipped with some ports. So some ports are here. Now whatever any single port is to be selected by the server for the communication. The computer here, these are the computers where the server is running. So this is suppose a server. Then server can communicate from one of these ports, choose one of these ports for the communication, connects to one of the ports. So the when it is connecting, that process is called binding. The connection is called a server socket, right? The connection is called a server socket when these two are binded, then IP address of this and this port number are binded, then that is the server socket. So here the server, how to write in the Java program, and that is the syntax given here. The server socket, that is a class. Here we are creating an object for this. Then it is equal to new, to create the new server socket. Then port number is to be written in between the bracket. The server is waiting for the client machine to connect. So now the client will send the request to be connected with this server using the same port number. Now here the client connects to the port of the server's computer. This connection is called this connection is called socket. So when the socket is that a host name is to be given and the port number is to be given for the connection request to be sent to the server, right? So here this is a syntax how to write for the client. Socket is to be written for the client socket. Then socket, that is the object that is created. Now new, that is will create this new socket using the first part is the host name, next part is the port number. Now the connection is established between the client and server after writing these two sentences. Now here the port number is different, so the connection cannot be established. So port number is to be same. Suppose 1234 is written, so 1234 should be here. Then only the connection is established. Every time a client is found, its socket is extracted and the loop again waits. जब भी क्लाइंट का पूरा काम कंप्लीट हो जाता है तो वो दूसरे क्लाइंट का भी वेट करता है कि कोई क्लाइंट कनेक्शन के लिए रिक्वेस्ट सेंड कर रहा हो, तो उसके लिए वो वेट करता है का सर्वर, राइट. आफ्टर दैट now we will see about the inet address, that is representing an IP address, right? IP address, the java.net.inet address package we are using to get an IP of the particular host. Now here are some methods that we are applying on this inet address. The first one is get by name. That string we have to provide which host we want, for which host name we want. So that is to be written here. Okay, for to get the IP address of that particular host. Now get localhost, whatever system we are using, the address will be given for that particular localhost. Then get host name, whatever the string we are writing here, the particular IP host name will be printed here, right? Host address, when we are writing the whatever the string we have given here, the IP address will be given with this with the help of this method. Then toString, that will convert the IP address to a string format. Then after boolean equals, this is also the method that will compare the object against the specified object. Get all by name means more than one string, more than one host will be there, then we have to use this method. Then we are writing that will return the array of its IP addresses based on the configured name service on the system. Then after get loopback address, that will return the loopback address that is on the same system that we are using, right? So here the example is given here. In the program, first of all we have to create the class object for this class, that is inet address. IP is the object for this inet address. Then we are using this get by name method to print that particular host name here. The suppose example is www.hgc.org. Then after, to print the particular different things using the methods on this IP. So first method here we are using, so system.out.println, that will print the particular message that we are writing in this bracket. The host name will be written here. Now IP, the method is to be implemented on this IP, that is inet address dot get host name. Get host name, the whatever the string I have written here, that will be printed as the output. The www.hgc.org will be printed as the output. Then for getting the local host, we will use the method get localhost, that will give the output as the, suppose the system name is PathPC, that the system name will be given here slash the IP address of that particular system will be given here. Then IP address, then for that get host address we have to write, so whatever the website I have written here, so IP will be given for that particular website, right? So that is the IP of that particular host that I have written here. Now loopback address, that is in the same system, that the particular address is reserved for that loopback part. So that will return that particular that is to be used to be in the same system, you know. So get loopback address, so 127.0.0.1, that is reserved for the loopback address. Now to see the demo, you can see the practical one that I have given in the attached file in the Gmail, right? So after this we are starting with the TCP IP client server sockets. Now first, for the server part, we will see here the server socket and socket we are using. So server socket is for the server side and this socket is for the client side. Here the server socket class can be used to create a server socket that is used to establish the communication with the clients. The server socket int port, this is to be written. This is a constructor. Why constructor? Because the same class name is written here as a method, that's why this is a constructor, and here we have to write the port number in between the bracket. Next method is accept, that is to accept the communication connection request that is sent by the client using the same port number that is written here. Now here the syntax is given here. First of all, the server socket, that is a class. Now the object is created as this. Now to the new class, new object is created. So that's why we have to write the new part here, and the port number is to be written here. Example is written here, that 1111, that is the port number, and the same thing is written here to create the new server socket class. Now here, this is what now practical 2, that is given in the attached file in the doc file, right? So that you can see to see the demo of this particular server and client using TCP IP. Now in this practical 2, if you want to run, then what we have to do, the two CMD window we have to open at the same time, in which one is for client and one is for server, राइट तो एक के अंदर सिर्फ सर्वर को कंपाइल करके एग्जीक्यूट करना है और एक के अंदर क्लाइंट को कंपाइल करके एग्जीक्यूट करना है. तो हियर सबसे पहले हम लोग क्लाइंट के बारे में देख लेते हैं, उसके बाद फिर मैं उसके बारे में समझाता हूँ कि दो के बीच में कम्युनिकेशन कैसे हो रहा है. नाउ फर्स्ट फॉर दिस इज़ फॉर द क्लाइंट पार्ट. तो क्लाइंट के अंदर हम लोग सबसे फर्स्ट पार्ट क्या लिखते हैं, आईनेट एड्रेस एंड एड्रेस. तो स्ट्रिंग पार्ट विल बी रिटर्न हियर, द होस्ट नेम विल बी रिटर्न हियर. सेकेंड इज द सेम पोर्ट नंबर एज गिवन बाय द सर्वर, so that is to be written here for the communication. Next method, next is the input stream that is implemented on the client part. So that method here we are using, that the get input stream to get for returning the input stream attached with this socket, and get output stream to return the output stream that attached with this socket, right? So now socket s is equal to new socket. Here it is again localhost, the same system we are using here, that's why localhost is written here, and 1111, the same port number is written here for the connection to be established properly. Now next thing, here we will see the communication, how the communication is done between the both server and client. Now this is a server file and this is a client file. Suppose suppose in the server file we are writing this part. So to create a new server socket using this port number 1111, 4 times 11, right? So here now secondly we are creating the client socket, in which the host name is written as localhost and 1111 is written here, the same port number is written here so that the communication can be established. When the both file are executed, so server first is created, then client is created, then client, when the client is client is being executed, then the client will send the communication request, connection request to the server, and after using this method that particular server is able to accept that request that is given by the client. Next, data output stream, that is a class, that object is created dout for that to get the output stream here in the client side. Now output is given here and the input will be received here, right? So in method what message what we have to print, that is at the server side. So when the connection is established, so output will be given here, so that's why our data output stream is to be written here and the object is to be created here, and we have to use this s dot y because this is on the client part to get output stream. Now here we same thing, dis, that is the object used for this data input stream, to get our input stream that we have to write, So whatever output we are giving, that will be received as the input here. After that, उसके बाद क्या है कि वी हैव टू राइट द मैसेज. जो भी मैसेज हमको लिखना है वो यहाँ पे हम लोग लिखेंगे यूजिंग दिस मेथड राइट UTF using this object dout dot write UTF hello server. So whatever the message that we have to print in the server side, so this will be given here. So using this read UTF, तो ये किसके अंदर जाएगा, स्ट्रिंग के अंदर जाएगा. स्ट्रिंग का एक पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करेंगे, उसके अंदर ये पर्टिकुलर मैसेज को हम लोग डालेंगे. सो जो भी यहाँ से रिसीव होगा उस और पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रिंग उस जो भी मैसेज यहाँ पे रिसीव हुआ उसको फिर हम लोग प्रिंट कराएंगे यूजिंग दिस सिस्टम आउट डॉट प्रिंट एलन. That is message is equal to plus str, that str will be written here, right? तो hello server will be printed here. तो हेलो सर्वर जब प्रिंट हो जाएगा उसके बाद क्या करना है, कनेक्शन क्लोज कर देगा. कौन कनेक्शन क्लोज करेगा, सर्वर कनेक्शन क्लोज करेगा. सो वी हैव टू राइट दिस डॉट क्लोज एट द सर्वर साइड using whenever we are using the TCP IP, then we have to write in the this close connection in the server side. So SS, that is the server socket, dot close we have to write here. Then after receiving this message, the particular connection will be closed. So this is how the whole communication will be done. तो जब भी आप लोग फाइल जब रन करेंगे तो दोनों को पहले कंपाइल करना है. कंपाइल करने के बाद सबसे पहले सर्वर को एग्जीक्यूट कर देना है. अब सर्वर जब एग्जीक्यूट करेगा तो वेट किसका करेगा, क्लाइंट का वेट करेगा. तो क्लाइंट का वेट करेगा तो क्लाइंट को फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट एग्जीक्यूट करना है. तो नेक्स्ट जब इसको एग्जीक्यूट करोगे तो क्या होगा, तो इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद ये रिक्वेस्ट इसके पास जाएगी और उसके बाद फाइनली जब वो कनेक्शन एस्टेब्लिश हो जाएगा तो मैसेज यहाँ पे सर्वर साइड में प्रिंट होगा, हेलो सर्वर. दैट यू कैन सी इन द प्रैक्टिकल 2, that is given in the doc file by me in the Gmail. Okay, so in the next part of this lecture of the unit 1, we will continue with the datagrams. Thank you.